Hey guys, Panzer J back here in Operation 8th Air Force. It's turn 7.2 for the CCP, 7.3 for the USSR, July of 39. So let's get into the CCP portion of the turn. 6 IPP to spend. They're going to go ahead and spend all of it on 2 infantry. We have no combat, no non-combat. Let's go ahead and put our 2 infantry down here in Shensi. They spent everything. They have $2 for Shensi, so that's what they'll have next turn. Let's do our recruitment roll. We got that at a 1. 4 misses, shocking. We continue our offer for the CCP. So $2 for the CCP next turn. Okay, on to the Soviet Union. Real quick though, housekeeping. So there was a little confusion over who controls Finland now that Russia invaded Finland. Hambone, as the UK went ahead and moved the artillery out of Helsinki to southern Finland, but it's actually Sergeant Shellhole who is controlling Finland, and he just left that artillery there. So southern Finland should just have a single infantry there. Okay, so I believe that's it for housekeeping. On to the Russian portion of the turn. We can advance past stage 2 for tech this turn. We get our 3 normal tech rolls for our factories, major factories, and then we get our bonus tech roll for having our victory cities, and then the Germans and Russians did sign the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, so we get an extra tech roll because of that as well. So we got 5 total tech rolls. We also get a D12 for income this turn. And then for purchases, we have $56. We're just going to go ahead and save all of it. Okay, so let's get into tech rolls. So we're going to go for advanced mechs, stage 1, 7 or higher. Factory, stage 2, 7 or higher. Construction, stage 2, 7 or higher. Jets, stage 1, 8 or higher. And rockets, stage 2, 9 or higher. So let's go with mechs first. A 1 we miss. Factories. A 1 we miss. Construction. An 8 we succeed. Jets. An 11 we succeed. And rockets. A 1 we miss. So we got 2 out of 5. So construction and jets. So a little less than 50% this turn. So jets go to 2. And construction goes to 3. Not too bad, I suppose. Okay, we already went over purchases. So we've got our tech roll, or not our tech roll, we got our income roll D12. Let's see what we get. An 8. Okay, so we go from 20 to 28. Lucky our income rolls have been so good because everything else has stunk for our rolls this turn. Well, tech's been okay, I guess. Okay, so we did purchases, which there was none. Okay, on to combat. We got a handful of combat moves. Okay, so here in southern Iran, we're going to take an infantry from northern Iran, down 1. 3 infantry from Azerbaijan, down 1. And 2 of our 3 cavalry down. We also got a tactical bomber flying from Transcaucasia, 1, 2. So it's got a movement of 2 left. So that all goes down into southern Iran. Over here in Poland, as per the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, we are going to go into East Poland. So there's an infantry and a militia. We're going to take the infantry from western Ukraine and 2 of the 5 motorized, 1, 2. Okay, we're also going to have 1 of the 2 fighters here in Leningrad at an air base, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're going into Lebelsky. There's 2 militia. We're going to take the infantry from southern Belarusia and 2 of the 5 motorized from Smolensk, 1, 2. And the last fighter from Leningrad at the airbase, 1, 2, 3. Okay. We're going to take the light armor that's in southern Belarusia And that's going to go 1 Palachka, which there's nothing there, and then it's going to blitz and annex Lithuania. Okay, so Lithuania is worth $1. So I think because it's an annexation, we get to collect for that right away. So let me go ahead. I'll take Russia from 28 to 29. I think annexations count toward that income. Okay. And then our 6th and final battle is here in southern Finland. So there's a single infantry, and we're going to take 5 infantry from Valpuri and 2 infantry from Lapland. All are going to go down. And that's it. That light armor staying behind. Oh, yeah, one more bit of housekeeping is I had counted the fortification here in Valpuri when I went in from Karelia, and actually that's only on the border with Leningrad. So, there wasn't a fortification penalty, so I actually took Valpuri with 5 infantry instead of the 2 that I had because I was counting that fortification there. And I think that's it for combat. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll do Southern Iran first. So we are in mountains. Okay, so we are in mountains. So we've got 2 cavalry, 4 infantry, and a tactical. That's 2 infantry and a militia. Okay, so we've got our 2 cavalry are going to be 2s. We both miss. We got 4 infantry at 1s. Oh, we did get 1 hit, so there goes their militia. And we got a tactical at a 7. A 3 with target select, so it doesn't matter. They're going to lose an infantry and a militia. Okay, so their militia at a 2. And 2 infantry at 4. How wonderful. 2 hits. We're going to actually lose... we're going to lose the 2 cavalry, actually. Okay, so they're down to an infantry, and we got 4 infantry and a tactical. So let's see if we can kill them off with our tactical at a 7. Of course not. And we got 4 infantry at 1s. Their infantry at a 4. Okay, our tactical at a 7. Jesus Christ. 4 infantry at 1s. Their infantry at a 4. Tactical at a 7. Thank you. Their infantry at a 4. Of course, it gets the last hit. Okay, so we take southern Iran with 3 infantry. That was extremely costly. So that's worth 2. Okay, next up we've got East Poland. We got 2 motorized, an infantry, and a fighter. They've got an infantry and a militia. Okay, so no terrain, nothing going on there. So we got 3 rolls at a 2 for our 2 motorized and our infantry. Got a 2, 6, and a 12, so there's 1 hit. There goes their militia. Our fighter at a 6. Their militia at a 2. Their infantry at a 4. We got 2 motorized at 2. We got a fighter at a 6. There's their hit. Their infantry at a 4. Misses. Okay, so we take East Poland. We lost our infantry. Okay, so East Poland's worth $1. We take it with the 2 motorized. Battle 3 is, what is that? Lebelsky. We've got a fighter, 2 motorized, and an infantry against 2 militia. So we got 3 2s again for the motorized and the infantry. We got 1 hit. They're down to a militia. We got our fighter at a 6. There you go. They're 2 militia at 2s. Both miss. Okay, so we take Lebelsky with an infantry and 2 motorized. Battles 4 and 5 were the blitz from Palachka into Lithuania. And that was worth $1. We already put that up. And now the last battle is here and Finland. Let's move up to the top here. So I believe the infantry from Valpuri have to cross Marsh. So, yeah, I think they've got to cross Marsh here. So these are, well, wait, Marsh doesn't affect infantry. I keep forgetting that. It's just vehicle class. So we've got 5. We got 7 2s against a 4. So let's go ahead and roll the first 5 2s. And there's a 1 and a 2, so we got 2 hits. Let's just roll out the last 2 just for grins. There's another hit. So we got 3 hits. We only needed 1. They're infantry in return. A 12 misses. Okay, so we take southern Finland with 7 infantry. So now I know for Poland, Finland, and Iran, we definitely don't get to collect. So that's $1 for southern Finland, $1 for East Poland, and 2 for southern Iran. So that's $4. We go up. So we go from 2 to 6 as far as conquered income, but we can't collect for that yet. And that should be it for combat. Okay, non-combat. Let's see, we got to land some planes. So the tactical bomber that went from 2 to southern Iran goes 1, 2 back to Transcaucasia. Let's see. We've got a transport. The transport plane is going to fly 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to fly to Moscow. Let's see. This is a fighter. So this fighter that went to Lebelsky came from Leningrad at an airbase. Yeah. So it went 1, 2, 3. It's going to go 4, 5 and land in western Ukraine. The fighter that went to East Poland went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Western Ukraine. We've got 3 motorized infantry here in Kiev. We're going to move up 1 to western Ukraine. So are the 2 artillery. The 3 motorized that are in Smolensk are going to come down 1, 2 to eastern Ukraine. We've got 2 rail moves. So this light armor here in Lapland is going to rail to eastern Ukraine. And we've got the last of the 3 cavalry that didn't move from Azerbaijan. They're going to rail to eastern Ukraine. Okay, so we don't want the Germans to get paranoid that anything's happening here, but this big stack here in Warsaw, I don't want the Germans to get any ideas about coming after me. So we just want to, this is all for defensive purposes, just in case. I don't think the Germans are interested in declaring war on the Russians right now, but we'd rather be safe than sorry, just in case. Okay, so I believe, oh, we have 1 more, well, 2 more. This torpedo boat destroyer, an A-14, is going to go in port in Leningrad. And then our coastal sub is going to come up 1 from A-35 to A-27. Or no, A-28 it'll go to. And I think that is it. Okay, so recruitment roles. We don't have anything in Spain. We got killed off in Spain. So all we got is Mongolia, and that's going to be a 4. So let's see. I think... So this is what, the 7th turn? So for the first 6 turns, I'm 1 for 6 in Mongolia. So let's see what we got. Whatever. Okay, so income. We're sitting at $36, and we're up to 29. Now it might only be 28 if I don't get to count Lithuania right now. But let's just say that I do. So 29 and 56 is what, $85? And I believe I'll collect 3 at the end of this turn for Molotov-Ribbentrop. So I should be at 88, hopefully, for next turn. So how about unit disposition here. In southern Iran, we have 3 infantry. We have a tactical in Transcaucasia. Let's see what else. In East Poland, we have 2 motorized infantry. In Lubelski, we have 2 motorized and infantry. Lithuania is a light armor. What is that? Eastern Ukraine, is it? No, Western Ukraine is 2 fighters, 2 artillery, 3 motorized. Eastern Ukraine is a light armor, a cavalry, and 3 motorized. Moscow is an infantry and a air transport. Leningrad is a militia, an infantry, seaplane, coastal, gun, and all of my ships are in port, which is a heavy cruiser, light cruiser, 3 destroyers, torpedo boat destroyer. And in southern Finland, we have 7 infantry. Our 4 fleet subs are an A-14, and our coastal sub is an A-28. That should be it for the Soviet Union CCP. Turning things over now to Global War 36 enthusiast in Japan.